All right, guys. So new information for Pokemon Scarlet has been released. Just a couple days ago on August 3rd, there was a new Pokemon Presents that went over, well, a brand new trailer, the third trailer for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And guys, the games is literally 3 months away. The game is super, super close to releasing. But there was a lot of information in the trailer that they really didn't provide, and the website here should hopefully provide that. So first off, we're going to be looking at the, well, what they have to say about the Paldea region, and immediately here we get a whole map of it, which just looks super awesome, and this map looks huge. We'll go through that in just a second, though. So the sprawling landscapes and the vibrant towns woven into the Paldea region. Your adventure takes place in the Paldea region, a land of vast open spaces dotted with lakes, towering peaks, wastelands, and perilous mountain ranges. Along the way, all sorts of trainers will be adventuring and honing their skills with Pokemon battles. You can find lots of people and Pokemon living together in a variety of locations, ranging from a farming village with bountiful harvests to a port town with a bustling marketplace. There are also Pokemon living in treetops, rivers, and all sorts of other locations in the wilderness. And they're all just waiting to meet you. So really, really cool description there. And going through the photos here, I mean, we can see there is a lot to this. Let me see if I can open this image so we can kind of zoom in on it a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Kind of blurry, but we'll go through it. So in the top right here, we have a, well, would appear, I mean, it just appears to, I can't really tell. It really is blurry. All right, we're going to go down a little bit. We do see a little port town on the right here, maybe another town just below that. A little island off on the right side as well. Multiple towns on the south side of the map. And if we go to the bottom left, we get to see kind of maybe where their quarry was or something. The place looks huge. There is so much to go through here. I'm going to actually have to look at this a little longer to figure out exactly what everything is. And then what is in the middle here? It looks like a storm just in the middle of the island. I'm very curious to see what that does. More photos being shown. We do see Ghastly and Haunter making a reappearance. Yeah, and there's, yeah, the Rotom phone, just like I called in the last episode. So your adventuring companion, the Rotom phone. And Rotom, I don't know if I mentioned this in the previous video, but Rotom is making an appearance as well, obviously. A must-have for traveling in the Paldea region. The Rotom phone has several apps and features that will come in handy during your adventures. This time, the Pokedex will be loaded on the Rotom phone as an app. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Your map will also be an app on your Rotom phone. You'll be able to see a map of the entire Paldea region in the map app. The map app, I love it. Which will naturally show your location, your current location. You'll also see all kinds of information like nearby towns, Pokemon centers, and wild Pokemon. That is cool. So if it shows you the wild Pokemon nearby, does that mean it's going to be like a DexNav thing again? That's very, very interesting. Oh, and yeah, here we get like a, we get a thing here. Okay, that's really cool. That's a really cool looking map. So the stationary, okay, so there's different, oh, there's different rotation types. Interesting, okay. And then it looks like on the side here on the left, you have the map at the top, the bag in the middle, and then the trainer card possibly on the very bottom there. And then in the top right, you can see here, it shows you what the weather is. So this one obviously is sunny. That's really cool. That is really cool. The mainstay of Pokemon trainers, the outdoor Pokemon Center. So it's not a gas station. I'm going to call it a gas station. It is still considered a gas station to me. But the mainstay of Pokemon trainers, the outdoor Pokemon Center. Adventuring in the vast Paldea region won't be a walk in the park. In order to battle Pokemon trainers and catch wild Pokemon, you will need to rest your Pokemon and get Pokeballs to catch more Pokemon. How many times can I say Pokemon in 5 seconds? To support Pokemon trainers, there are many outdoor Pokemon centers scattered around Paldea. Trainers can easily find the Pokemon centers even from far away. Pokemon centers light up at night and each of them has a Pokeball sign on the roof. That is actually really cool. That is a really interesting addition. I wonder if they're still going to have like indoor Pokemon centers in the towns, but I really do like the idea of an outdoor Pokemon center. And my initial analysis was actually correct. So you do have the Pokemon center on the left and then the Pokemart on the right. That is really cool. And we can obviously see that here. Talking to Nurse Joy on the left and the Mart Man on the right. Very, very cool. And then depending on which version of the game you have, the Pokemon that appear will differ kind of what I thought. So Stonjourner and Ice-Q are both in separate games. So there are several differences between Scarlet and Violet, and one such difference are the species of Pokemon that appear. For example, Larvitar and Stonjourner will appear in Pokemon Scarlet, while Bagon and Ice-Q will appear in Pokemon Violet. Very cool, very cool. We obviously knew there were going to be some regional, or not regional, but version exclusives. Oh, and that's cool. They actually give you the languages. So Pokemon Scarlet and Violet are available to play in the following languages: Japanese, Korean, Chinese, Simplified Chinese, English, French, Italian, European, Spanish, and German. Well, that's really cool. So that is like the main information on the game. Let's see what information they have here on Koraidon and Miraidon. So, I mean, they're motorcycles. These are our Pokemon we are traveling on for the entirety of the game. So during your adventure, you will meet a legendary Pokemon, either Koraidon or Miraidon, and it will join you on your journey. Koraidon and Miraidon are full of mystery and are said to have a power that far surpasses that of other Pokemon. It seems that they have even more forms than those who we've already discovered. Kind of like what I was saying. These Pokemon are capable of changing their forms to better suit what they're doing or what terrain they're traveling over. So as we see here, they'll most likely be walking on all fours when just climbing up mountains or stuff. And then you're riding it like a dirt bike and like popping a wheelie or something really cool. So you can ride these legendary Pokemon to embark on an unrestricted adventure. So ride your legendary Pokemon to traverse the expansive Paldea region and explore every nook and cranny together. Sprint through plains and deserts, move across water, scale cliffs, cross hills, and glide off peaks. Enjoy a fresh and liberating adventure that only an open world can provide. Meet a variety of people and Pokemon alongside your legendary Pokemon and seek out the mysteries that await you in Paldea. So there's the sprinting build / drive mode. So traveling through Paldea on foot can be quite the hassle. Yes, it can. Bikes are the best in the Pokemon games. And if you learn how to ride sprinting build Koraidon or drive mode Miraidon, oh, so that's cool. So as we see here, Koraidon on the left, you don't use its wheels. It just runs, and then, you know, Miraidon, it obviously is a motorcycle. You'll be able to traverse the expansive Paldea region more freely and at full speed. So sprinting build Koraidon, it may look like a motorcycle, but it uses its powerful legs to run on all fours, where drive mode Miraidon accelerates by generating energy in its tail and throat, which transform into wheel-like rings. Wow. Okay, that is interesting. Then you got swimming build and aquatic mode. On your adventure, you'll be able to jump into rivers, lakes, and vibrant oceans to approach the Pokemon that live there or cross perilous waters in a snap by riding the Pokemon. So swimming build Koraidon on the left here. Koraidon floats by making its throat into a flotation device, that's cool, and it propels itself by spreading a membrane between its toes and paddling through the water. Where aquatic mode Miraidon propels itself by rotating its rings, but it also uses the jet engine on its legs to move forward in the water. It's very cool seeing how they're explaining how they're able to do all of this. Then you got gliding build and, of course, glide mode. You can jump from mountains, towering cliffs, or tall buildings. That means you can jump off of roofs with these Pokemon. That's kind of cool. Maybe that's what those towers are. Okay, hold up. Okay, where's a photo of one of those towers? Where is it? I can't find it, but there's those towers I pointed out in the trailer previously that have the ladders on them. Maybe those are the tall buildings that you can jump off of and then glide to your destination. That is cool. Not only does this offer you more options when choosing what to do, but you can also freely glide around and enjoy a view that you can only see from the Paldean skies. I was like, what is that word? So you got gliding build Koraidon. He unravels the twisted tendrils on its head, forming wings to catch the air and glide through the skies. Where Miraidon, the antenna on Miraidon's head extend and spread a membrane of energy to glide through the skies. Very cool how they're explaining how it works. And the legendary Pokemon are definitely interesting looking. Let's see if there's anything new with the... Oh, yes, there is. We're going to meet some of the new Pokemon as well. So obviously we know Sprigatito, Fuecoco, and Quaxly. We got Koraidon, Miraidon. Those are all, well, Pokemon we've known of. Same thing with Lechonk. So the only new ones are Cetitan, Fido, and the Paldean Wooper. So let's look at Cetitan first, because this thing looks absolutely amazing. Very thick. It's an ice type. Oh man, okay. It's an ice type with thick fat and slush rush is its ability. So this thing could be pretty fast when it comes to like a hail team in the game. And it honestly, I kind of like the design. I kind of like the design. So it has strong muscles and thick blubber. So Titan need to have tough muscles to be able to support their immense bodies, and physical attacks using their bodies have incredible power. They also migrate around the snowy regions protected by a thick layer of... I don't want to pronounce that word, of fat. A thick layer of fat. The horn on the upper jaw freezes the surroundings. That's really cool. A Titan has 5 hard horns. Among them, the horn on the upper jaw is able to gather ice energy, making the surrounding temperature extremely low and freezing the area around the Pokemon. Very cool. Very cool Pokemon. I really do like its design. Up next is, it's Fido. It's a fairy type. Interesting. It's the puppy Pokemon. It's a piece of bread. It's a piece of bread. I absolutely adore this thing. Look at this guy. This Pokemon has a moist, smooth feeling to it. Fido's moist, smooth skin has elastic qualities, and is both firm and soft at the same time. When these Pokemon become excited, they intimidate their opponents by puffing up their bodies to appear bigger. And its breath contains useful yeast. That is weird. Okay. Fido ferments things in its vicinity using the yeast in its breath. Said yeast is useful for cooking, so this Pokemon has been protected by people since long, long ago. It does have the ability Own Tempo, and I am excited to see what this thing evolves into. Fido. I love the name. I absolutely love it. And last but not least is Paldean Wooper, the poison fish Pokemon, poison and ground type, no longer a water type, which is nice. It has Poison Point and Water Absorb. That is really cool. Water Absorb means it does it have a weakness? No, yes, it still has a couple weaknesses. But Water Absorb is always nice to have. It just gives you a water immunity. They live on the land and cover their bodies with a poisonous film. In ancient times, Wooper lived underwater in the Paldea region, but it seems after losing in a struggle for territory, they began living in bogs on land. To keep from dying out while living on land, they began to cover their bodies with a poisonous film, hence the poison type. Okay, it's like a skull and crossbones. I just noticed that as well. It's a skull and crossbones. That's what the face is. Powerful poisonous liquid emits from their tough gills. These Wooper's gills have hardened thanks to living on land for so long. Their bodies are heavy and they move slowly, but they can protect themselves by shooting powerful poisonous liquid from their gills. You may see poison Pokemon in areas where these Wooper live. Very cool Pokemon. All of these. Fido, amazing. I love the name. And then Titan as well. Very, very cool. I think that's it for new Pokemon. So let's see what else there is. Let's meet some of the characters. They did introduce some new characters in the trailer, so let's go over those as well. Well, looks like there's quite a few, and they've named quite a bit of them. So we'll just open up all the new people, and we'll start with Arvin. Arvin, of course, is one of the senior class members at the academy we're going to be at. He's an upperclassman at the academy. He's good at cooking and is researching healthy recipes that can help Pokemon feel better. He will be asking you to help him out since he isn't good at Pokemon battles. Interesting, okay. And that looks like that's about all the information we have on Arvin here, but looks like he's going to be not a rival, but someone to give us missions and quests and things like that. And that'll be really cool. I really did like the side missions in Legends Arceus. Up next is Clavel, and it looks like he'll be wearing a different blazer depending on the game. But he acts as the director of the academy, and since you're a new student, he will teach you many things about your school. He can be strict, but he can also be kind. He seems to be a friend of Professor Sada and Professor Turo. I wonder if that means both Sada and Turo are in both games or not. Because if he's friends with both of them, because it didn't say / Professor Turo, it said and. So that's something to think about. Up next is Grusha. Grusha used to be a professional snowboarder, but he is now... Oh, it's a he, okay. He is now a gym leader of the Glaciado gym? Glaciado? Yeah, that sounds about right. leader of the Glaciato Gym full-time. He is an Ice-type specialist who has Cetitan as his partner. He is usually cool-headed, but when battles get heated, he starts showing the emotions he usually keeps pushed down. I really like Grush's design. Cetitan it looks like a beast. I'm excited to see what other gym leaders there are. Then there's Jacques. Mr. Jacques is your homeroom teacher. He teaches biology. He is very knowledgeable about Pokemon biology and is the developer of the Pokedex app for the Rotom phone. He has a slightly airheaded side to him, and he sometimes loses himself in his research. He seems like a very laid-back teacher on account of the sandals, kind of the torn pants a little bit. Carries a lot of books with him and has a Rotom phone right in his pocket. He'll be a very, very interesting character. I wonder how big of a role he'll have in these games. And last but not least is Penny. And Penny is in the same grade as you. She has a bit of a shy personality, and for some reason, she doesn't seem to come to the academy very often. She is especially fond of her fluffy Eevee bag and always has it on her back. All right, well, Penny is probably going to be one of our rivals. Very, very interesting character. I wonder what they're going to be doing with her. And I think there's just one more bit of information here. Let's see if any of this stuff in here is new. The world of Pokemon. I think, yeah, all of this is stuff we've gone through before in some of my previous videos, and if you do want to watch any of those, I should have a playlist in the description for them if I remember. Yeah, no, nothing new there. And of course, the games are coming out November 18th, 2022. So just a couple months away. And I believe they've actually introduced some pre-order bonuses. So let's go into the pre-order real quick. No, not here. But we did see... actually, we'll go back to it. So we'll go to the end of the video here that I have pulled up. But an early purchase bonus... So for the first couple months of the game, you can receive a special Pikachu that can't be obtained through regular gameplay. It's a flying Pikachu, a callback to, well, flying Pikachu that has appeared in many, many games. Knows the move Fly and has the flying type Terra, or flying Terra type. That's one thing that we haven't gone over yet. Have they gone through... Okay, let me see if I can find information on the Terralizing, I believe is what it's called. So give me just a second, guys. Oh, there's so much more. Wow, okay. Well, there's actually quite a bit more to go through, so I'm actually going to save it for another video, seeing as, well, this video is already 18 minutes long, so expect another video either later today or tomorrow, going over some of the, well, more news that Pokemon has released. There is so much of it. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it for this video. If you did enjoy, let me know by hitting that like button, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Bye.